Mm. Oh, that's working. I just need this to work. So you're not working at all. Okay. Oh, this is suddenly on. Oh, because I changed the settings. That's all right. While I'm in here, now that I've found it, get rid of these two. If I can select multiple things, then give me the options to do things after that. But, okay. Huh. I have fixed these. Oh, I didn't fix anything. I just reset it. That worked. Now my webcam doesn't work. Let's see if I can. This thing not buy about at all. Hey, there it is. Okay. So that wasn't too painful. All right, so that's working. Allegedly, this is working. Yep, okay, that's working too. All right, and that was muted, so I don't have to hear that. Let's get some music playing in the background. Let me mute this second here. Got my mic back on, so that should be working good. Not wearing a headset, so that's probably gonna screw me over eventually. What else is there? Oh man, so much to do, so much to see. So first thing we're going to do is prototype for the glasses. All right. Oh no, promotion, because promotion leads into the prototype for the glasses. First promotion thing. Behold. All right, so on my Instagram page, which is linked in Twitch and hopefully linked somewhere on YouTube, I have a new drawing illustration done. You can check it out. It's got time lapse. So you can see how I screwed it up and did a real bad job. But I had fun making it. Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers. If this gets at least 10 likes, starting off real low, this gets 10 likes, I will do a 3D version of it and then post a time lapse for that of doing the modeling and not just a speed sculpt like I normally do, which is kind of crappy modeling, at least on my end. Other speed sculptors on YouTube are a lot more proficient at it, so they do it more. I need to do it more basically. But I will do a legit 3D model of this version of Rita with a better um, anatomy because I didn't do too good of a job drawing it. And then if that gets a certain amount of likes, then I will set it up and do a 3D print of it. And if the 3D print doesn't suck, and I get a certain amount of likes for that, I will probably post it somewhere for it to be downloaded. I don't know, for free. I don't need to do any contests. I'm just out here living. All right. But first, post this picture a little while ago, teasing what I'm doing. Basically, my sunglasses broke. Oh, let me switch. My I was coming out of church. I was leaving church, and I went to go put my glasses on, and the handle uh bit by the hinge just snapped off, which sucks because these are some. I really like these glasses, and it was like one of many like kind of awful things that were happening that week. But I said, no fear. This is just an opportunity for me to start my sunglasses 3D printing stuff that I wanted to do. And I'll just start by replacing the handles. So that's what this is. Go back. That's what this is. This is the design I have for the handle. And I am working on the separate pieces that I'm gonna need to build it all together. Because I want to spray paint it uh like a matte black and a metallic kind of goldy bronze brass situation. So what one of the things I plan on doing tonight, because at some point I need to start making dinner. One of the things I'm planning on doing tonight is changing my camera to be the 3D print of this, but not all of it. Just these two pieces, so I can figure out how I need to set up the hinge for this. And because these glasses are going to be slightly retractable. Let's see. I know my camera's dead, but this is here. But this seems to be working fine. That's a perfectly reasonable frame for me to get stuck on. My USB drive does not like this. Let me actually see, since you guys can't see me, and my nest of wires. Let me see if I can plug this up over here. I might screw up the 3D print streaming later, but hopefully it'll be all right. Am I making this worse? Okay, there it is. Oh, Lord, am I making this worse? If there was ever a title, it's not gonna make it. Let's see. I'm gonna close this because I don't know what it's gonna look like when I get the camera working again. In fact, let's make it easy on everybody so they won't stare at blank face. Where are you at? There we go. Go ahead and just get that guy out of there. How am I gonna do this in the laziest way possible? Do I even have any open ports? I think I do. Oops, I was wrong about that. Wait, I have one. Oh, I have two. Heck is that? Well, that's an important thing, whatever it is. What is that? What do I have that's wireless back there? All right, let's see. Well, that worked. But let me go. At least address some of my mess. Let's go ahead and turn that off. All right, good. Okay. Go ahead and turn that on too. Ooh. All right. So if I go here and turn this back on. Okay, there we go. Okay. This wasn't like this. It was more like this situation. I don't know. Weird. All right. So I was eyeballing it and I'm thinking that this, which isn't actually that thick, is the right uh, thickness for this. So I'm going to need this to kind of lock into place around it because I think I need to make this longer and this shorter. The idea is to prevent my glasses from snapping like they did before because of bending the not bending. You know what I mean? When you rotate your glasses when they're in when the safety's off. When the safety's off your glasses and you're not ready to use them. And they go in your pocket. I'll make this a little bit shorter. Which means I'm gonna have to probably remodel those other parts. And now I'm gonna make this a little bit longer. And hopefully you're not getting too much double mic from music. So let me turn it down for me. And then you guys can, whoever's watching this can keep going. Let's see. So let's get over here. All right. Okay, everything seems to be not on fire, so that works. So if I do this length like this, then I'm basically saying that it's going to catch it here. And I'll just get a little bit of space. So let's focus on this. Take the x-ray off. I think what I need to do is I'm gonna need to rotate it sideways because this is gonna be painful to work with. Like that. So let's go with what I know. For sure, this guy is going to be a little thicker. Not, hopefully not too much, because it's going to be doubled up. But it has to be enough to be able to be printed. So let's check the measurements over here. This is about Y. 1.8 centimeters should be good. Let me do the rotations just in case I'll change. Yeah, that should be fun. But it's already looking a little chunky. So I know it's gotta look like this, and I know there's gonna be two of them. So it would be easiest thing for me to do would be to set the origin to the center of mass for this. Origin to the center of mass for this. And I think this will work, but I'm not sure. And it's gonna be on the Y. Oh, the Z. The Z. And it didn't work because this isn't locked in. I'm fine with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. And then set the origin again. And there you go. All right, so close but not intercepted. You still see the orange outline there. Let's see. Okay, there it is. All right, so that's not too bad. I'm thinking of chopping it right here and letting this be the hinge. And I'm also thinking, I don't know if you can see it, of doing something that kind of slips in between this hole here and it snaps like a cap on the other side. Let's see how this goes first. I don't think I can double isolate. I didn't think so. So I need this to here to be centered like this. And then delete these faces. And oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I need a hole right here. But it should just be this and this. But let's see. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Oh, almost. The other option is that I just slide this back more. Just this part. But if that's the case, then how can I get it through? Yeah, that part's not a separate part. And this part goes back further. The best way to do this would just be to chop off the bottom. Not chop off the bottom. I apologize. I'm thinking about how to do stuff. Not really explaining how I intend to do it. gonna work. The whole point is to slide it through. I could do that. If I did that, it would be dumb. I'm thinking of like just getting rid of. Actually, I was saying get rid of the bottom. I didn't mean that. But now I'm thinking maybe I should get rid of the bottom. Or maybe. I think that's what I need to do. I think this was always meant to be skinnier than this. And it's not quite. So what I'm going to do is shrink these parts. Or that would mean that this catches here. Just get rid of this. I don't think I can do this the way I was thinking. If I do that, this is the whole thing that I added. Let's try it. Let's do faces. And then instead of wasting time trying to get its topology right on this, what I will do is do grid fill so that they are where they need to be. Hide the mirror. Hide this. Make sure that's straight. Undo. And then sorry. Yes. I'm just gonna put a bar right here. Is it better as a cube or a bar? Let's do a cube. All right, so let's go to the side. And this needs to be like right here to get past. Let's actually just move it and see. So clearance, good enough clearance about like right here. Good enough clearance for this is about right here. Now we can move this over like this. And then this bottom cube could be lifted up. Okay. And then a little bit left. Turn this back on. This and this will join together so that whenever we mess with one, we will know to mess with the other. And then like this. That should work. As long as they're touching. In that case, let's make it a little bit more. So that's all that is. And go ahead and save this. Now we need to make sure they're not inside out. I forgot. New Blender doesn't turn everything blue, but it does show you the inside. And I don't see any red. So I think we Gucci. Okay. So now it'll be in here somewhere. So I don't even know what it's called. So now let's import some stuff into Bamboo Studio. And give me a quick second. I just want 3 things, 4 things. Let's go just want the 4 things. Uh, I'll download that later. Okay. Sorry, was gonna do some file stuff, but before I do that, let me make sure that these are separated. So this has to be applied so that I can move this. And then these guys can join together so that this is one piece and this is one piece. And let's go ahead and do all that transforms so that it is okay. And we'll see about doing the other stuff in Bamboo Studio. So let me go ahead and export this as a STL. All right. Okay, this is right. And then exports. And this is class on test. Selection only. Apply modifiers, scene unit. And then exports. And I'll see what this looks like. And then let's do create new project. File, imports. Okay. All right, that's good enough to go back to here now. Export STL. Too small. Millimeters, yes. All right. Almost kind of right. Sorry, I'm comparing it to my guy. Hey, Sharpie, how you doing? Yep, I'm doing a little bit of 3D printing tonight. Gonna see if my glasses handle is gonna be too long or not. And I'm curious about it too. I've done a couple of prints. Most of them, I think, have pretty much failed spectacularly. But I'm still having a fun time. I'm doing bamboo. I have a Bamboo Lab A1. Um, it's this guy here. This guy here. And yeah, hopefully it's gonna be not super terrible. Hey, Skip. Oops. Don't look at the pile of shame. Parts. I think I want this to be objects. So I think I want to split this to objects. And it should give me two. Fantastic. And I can tell it's two. Nope, it gave me all five. Crap. All right, let's split this into parts then. Same thing. Did I do objects? I thought I joined them. Dang. It's really cheesing me off. Let's do. These are joined. We only have the one object. Huh. Oh, that's right, Skip. I forgot you had a 3D printer as well. I saw you were banging out some models, which is a total normal thing to say about 3D printing. I want to do this, but it won't let me do it. Can I combine these? Hey, now we can do the thing. All right, so we got that, got that. It's not letting me though. What's this? Huh. It'll let me rotate, but it won't let me treat these like they're separate. Let's do 90. And this part I'll do. All right, this part's gonna be a problem. There's uh no real support for the center part. So if I do anything other than if I try to do this sideways, it's gonna screw up basically because all the stuff is just gonna float in the air. If I do it this way, it's just gonna have to make me do a bunch of supports, which might just be how it has to be. Okay, global supports, enable supports. And do I have a preset in here? Let me try out this one. Normally it tells me I have a bunch of um, non-manifold geometry. But it's not doing that. Mm. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Yeah, I hear that, Skip. I hear that. All right, make sure that's 0. Now I need to slice the plate. Yeah, that's a lot of trees. This is not too bad. How long is this going to take? Oh, it's only going to take 20 minutes. That's not too bad. I don't think I really need much else. I don't really care if it's crappy or not, because I just need to see if it works in general. Oh, this is floating. Prepare. This guy is totally floating. Hmm? I do objects. This guy. Okay. Let's try it again. Yeah, no supports on it this time. Vertical U shape. That's fair. It's still gonna make a support right here though. I don't know idea how I'm just curious as to see how that would work. Let's do this way. 90. For a 3D program, it sure likes not using any of the 3D shortcuts. All right, put this on the ground. All right, let's see what it does. Get the crap out of here. No support 6 minutes. Skip, you might be the one. Shoot, I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Do this in the manner that makes my pants fall down the least. Like that. All right. Oh, so glad y'all can't see how terrible my kitchen looks. All right. I need that's plugged in. I need this turned on. Go ahead and add extra light. Don't remember which one it is. There it is. All right. Now, kids, because the surface it's just in my kitchen, it gets dusty, so I have to wipe it off with Dawn when I print so that the thing will stick and not fly off like it's done to me before. Let's get, Give the old rub around. It's not gonna be a dick. All right. That was dirty. No firmware today, good sir. Oh, that's a fair point. Darn. Yeah. Yeah. I normally when I print, I normally go to bed because they take too long. But this time I think I will go ahead and use the old exhaust vent because I was going to try to cook dinner at the same time I was doing this. I don't need a time lapse. I don't think I need flow dynamics either. What's this 36 minutes? Oh, 36 minutes, not 6 minutes. Okay. Send it. Yeah, I've had um one print. I did not do a good job wiping that off. Now that I'm looking at it, I've had one print um for a D&D miniature that I was using for a campaign that I'm in. Like the leg like flew off in the outer space because the surface wasn't adhesive enough. Ended up ruining his goatee, but it turned out all right. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, but God, that is dirty too. So much of this apartment is dirty. Um, I did a drawing of my version of Rita Repulsa. Gonna lift this up. No? All right. And if it gets 10 likes, I will do a 3D model of it. And eventually, once I build up enough likes and whatnot, I will um, try to do a 3D print of it as well. So, if you're on the Instagrams anytime soon, give it a little like. It's already at 6. Yeah. When I got this 3D printer, I was actually surprised that I didn't have to print out anything. That's normally what you have to do is you have to like print a thing to finish the 3D printer. And I think I was supposed to print out a scraper for it, but it kind of just gave me a blade as if it was telling me to go out into the wilderness and fend for myself. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Let's see. Do, 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 do. And let's do this. Do, 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 do. Nah, it's not that terrible. Do, 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 do. I don't know. Oh, is that what I'm using? Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay, let's try this again. Preview, print, send. Oh, not gonna lie, that new stop motion movie coming out is Leica, right? The I can't remember the name of it. It definitely had a Leica look to it, and it really made me want to see like a sequel to Kubo and the Two Strings or something. I'm gonna need my phone. My exhaust is kind of loud, so I'm just gonna give it its own space. So turn this off. Hey, there we are. All right, sick. I've never seen the back of that before. Okay. Um. Hopefully, you guys can hear me all right. Still, I'm using a lav, so I won't be in the kitchen with giant gamer headphones on. Ribs. Oh, thank you, Skip. What's moho? This is gonna be a cacophony of sounds, so I apologize in advance. Oh, I have never heard of it. I was just reading. I was just reading someone talking about open tunes again on LinkedIn. So I thought maybe everybody was going back to that or something. Nice. I've been saying for like um, probably going on year 4 that I was going to learn how to do 2D animation in Blender. I still haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, sure, why not? Nice. Skip, is that a 2D Sonic rig or nice? Sharpie, it's actually funny you should say that your brain is Maya coded because I have like a growing fear that I've used Blender so much that I'll never be able to remember a single aspect of Maya ever again. Man, nice model, Skip. Oh, that's true. That's right. Do, do, do. Not doing that. That's going to take too long. Yep, that works. Good Lord, it's going to be tomorrow by the time I end up eating. But that's what I get for waiting too long. Let's see. It has, in fact, destroyed itself. Eh, into the pile it goes. Do, 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 do. Let's see if it was too hot. Because it looks like it was too hot. Why is it so hot? Do, do, do. Stop. Preview. Global. Other stuff. Yeah, I didn't change none of this stuff, huh? Let me change it to the other one. Shouldn't need this. This was a preset I got for D&D miniatures. So let's see if that works a little better. I don't see any changes because they're normally highlighted. Let me try this one again. Support tree audio. All right, let's try it again. Oh, also that's a thing. Let me add a. Let me add a beam. Where are you? Oh. Where are you, beam? Oh, no, I don't want that. Sorry, I said beam. I want a tower. Oh, sorry. Sorry, not a beam. A beam. Which, like I said, which is also wrong. I need a tower. I think it was under support though. Why would I ever create? Man, it's so weird. What a weird thing to ask me. Um, I don't see it at all. I thought it was under others. Oh, there it is. I'm just dumb. Don't see it being turned on though. I don't see it turning on. Whatever. But at first you don't succeed, you know, blame somebody else. All right, try this again. Let's do calibration on this time. Actually, I don't need this. I just need the bed leveling. That's another thing I got to 3D print is a backboard for the uh, plastic poop, which for some reason that's its name. Yeah, so I can't remember how to change the temp on here. Oh wow, the educational landscape has changed. I I haven't taught in like almost 10 years. Somehow that's a thing am able to say, but uh, I couldn't teach my students Blender back then, but I did tell them that they needed to definitely learn how to do it. Wash my hands again. You definitely didn't do your caliber thing. There it is. Mm. And flow is something I haven't heard of either, but I haven't really been in the know as far as 3D tools are concerned. Since my focus has been leaning more towards game dev stuff. What exactly is flow? I don't know why I watched this cutting board. Hell yeah. Heard. And hopefully, it's not a matter of me just using too much soap. That's gonna get taken out. Okay. Have I heard of this and just didn't realize it? Because I definitely saw something recently that reminded me of the cat game where you get lost in a robot city and you have to find your way out. I think I don't know if I watched you play it, Sharpie, or yeah, Stray. Sorry, you said artsy, but that reminded me. I don't know if it was called a Stray or not. Stray. There we go. Oh, I didn't get rid of it. Fantastic. All right. Some stuff got a little stuck. Some stuff is a little raised. And garlic. Oh, yeah. That's weird. It's getting stuck on the weirdest part. Can't tell if it's just going too fast or not. Into the corner you go. Okay. Mm, okay. I gotta mute quickly before I sneeze. See, I'm very, very skeptical about using a glue stick. 'Cause I read so much that says you don't have to do that. And it doesn't seem like sticking to the bed is the problem. I think it's going too fast. Oh, well, maybe sticking to the bed is the problem. Normally, I have to struggle to get that off. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Ladies. Where is their overall speed? Oh, let's drop it down to 100. Interval to, let's do half. And let's try this. A travel speed. Oh, yeah. Well, I feel it's going to take a good long Christian minute. Let's try this one. So darn, I need to write down to make sure I look up flow. Was flow made for the um like every time Blender makes a new version of its every time a new version of Blender comes out, that makes more sense than what I was going to say. Someone does a short film using the new features. Is that what flow is? Or did someone just go ham for no reason? Oh, wow. Wow, I'm really surprised. I'd never heard of this. I'm not exactly on the animation social media. I think what I am getting the most of is video game news and like software news. I think the most stuff I get is A level of the like online magazine, but I don't know if they talk about animation like that. It's mostly tech demos and 3D modeling. I know it's not like the it's not a cool thing to do, but I'm trying to like not cry less, but I'm trying to not let visuals affect me emotionally. And I think it's having the opposite effect where like a small like scene of just emotion and all of a sudden I'm like fighting for dear life to keep the tears back. I was getting like that watching Sting, the Illumination animation. I was watching like scenes from Sing 2. And you go live. Time's at 10:34, so hopefully. All right, this is starting pretty terribly. Oh, is that what's happening? Huh. I didn't see that. I didn't notice that the first 3 times. It's specifically just this one spot. Get out of there, guy. Um, and this is why I need to 3D print that scraper. Why was it giving me crap? It does not like. Um, I've learned that it doesn't like super flat things. For example, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is part of a laptop stand I made. Oh, this is the broken part. And like right where it's flat, you can see it's kind of bent because it didn't adhere to the bed well enough. uh, it is the food is in the oven. It is on its way. It's being cooked. I promise. Food will happen, but maybe not this 3D print. So I'll probably try again tomorrow. And while I wait for that to cool, for me to take that down, I can work on the other thing I was supposed to be working on. Cut this on to remember I'm cooking something. Now, I can show you guys what the say finished, but the working laptop stand looks like that I 3D printed. Oops, fell apart. Yeah, it's 3 parts. It's supposed to do that. So it has these little legs, and I got my OC character on the side, and it turned out crappy. It got messed up. Then it has a little slot on the inside for this bar that I can just pop in and pop the other side in. Sometimes. I don't know. It's been working. Yeah, it's a little bit too complicated as far as the laptop stand goes. So I am trying to work on a better, more conciser design. Ooh. All right. I don't know if you guys know about this, but any of y'all follow Punisher on YouTube? Oh, that would be cool. Oh, I can show you the other thing I made. Um, so when I was living with Chloe and Jeff, uh, I got tricked into getting into Magic, and when I got the 3D printer, I decided to build a deck of my own for the first time. So I ended up making a Doctor Who Commander deck and made a little TARDIS box. And this came out too small, but it has like a a commander slot, so you like a commander window. And I got Arya Stark, the most Doctor Who uh, character of them all. I got her character, Me the Immortal, and this is a counter nonsense deck. It's all about giving things counters and then duplicating the crap out of them and then passing them around. So this took 2 iterations, and it printed out way better than these stupid glasses did. But that's neither here nor there. I did not. I have to draw the line somewhere, Skip, and that line is firmly on the Egyptian pharaoh. Um, but I don't know. I might get in a rift bound. I don't know. All the cool kids are playing it. Sorry, I did not have infinite screens up. Oh, I needed infinite screens for this part. This is what I wanted to have up. So, like I was saying, Punisher on YouTube. He used to work for Corridor Digital, went off to do his own thing. He does contests like every couple of months. And him and his friends came up with a card game that's both digital and physical. And basically, they came up with rules so that the art didn't matter. Like, it's just like set rules that every card can do. And he's got a contest basically where you can submit art, and then have it do one of the card abilities. I would actually love to see a Skipperfied Doctor Who. That would like almost like a Funko Pop situation, but I feel like that would be cooler. Um, I don't know where it is, but I want to take my OC Afro Bear and put him in a Gundam mech and 3D print that as kind of a desk thing. Um, how much? What am I going for? All right, I might go ahead and call the stream here because I don't want to keep you guys while I bash my brain inside this tablet and hope it works. But that's one of the things I'm working on is coming up with a kind of character to add to this card game. And once you make the character, you have to do a little animation, and you have to make a 2D version. It's pretty cool. You definitely got to check it out if you want to. Um, I'll throw the. Well, let me. Okay, well, I'll throw the link in there. Thank you guys for hanging. It was a pleasure to entertain you guys with my 3D print flops. Hopefully, I'll have something cool to show, um, and can test out whether or not these glasses are going to be way too thick or not. And hopefully, I'll finish before summer ends, and I won't need sunglasses anymore. But thank y'all so much for hanging. I'm glad I got to hear so much about so much animation stuff I was apparently missing out on. And yeah, stay tuned, I guess, to Instagram, Facebook. I'll post updates on all the various things I'm making. And next time I stream, it'll probably be back to structured game dev. So you guys can see the cool endless runner I've been making. So yeah, thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Have a pleasant sleep and a good night. Most definitely. Sharpie, let me know if you guys are exploring the crazy Australian outback again digitally. I'll have to get myself a copy so I can walk around with you guys. All right. Good night. See y'all later.